Jimmy Fallon welcomes Neil Patrick Harris, NBC Tonight.
We find missing people who have slipped through the cracks, and we bring them home. I am going to find your son.
Gabby, where is the line?
There is no line. I will do anything to bring people home. New case.
We make quite the partnership, don't we?
Live on NBC 12, this is News Watch 12 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Jessica Jukich. Housing costs all throughout Wisconsin continue to favor high-end buyers. The Wisconsin Realtors Association report, which was released last week, says that home sales continue to decrease across the state. Consultant Dave Clark says the current lack of inventory is partly to blame for the new lack of development.
$350 to $499. We got 3.8 months of supply. Anything under $350, we are under 3 months of supply. So those are strong sellers markets. And unfortunately, on the new construction side, it's difficult to be able to profitably build housing at those lower price points.
But Clark also said the coming years should ease the burden on young home buyers.
The baby boomers get, into their upper 70s and lower 80s, those health-related issues will ultimately become more prominent, and that likely will lead to some increase in the supply of housing.
Clark said another element of the issue is parents not wanting to sell their homes so they can pass them to their kids who are currently having trouble buying homes. Connor, it's a cool night out there. What can we expect tomorrow?
It is, Jessica. Get ready. Put on those long sleeve shirts. We're looking at 30s overnight tonight, but Don't worry. Don't worry. I know you like your 80s, right?
I do.
And your wishes are coming true. There's 80s and possibly some 90s returning by the weekend. Right in time for Labor Day weekend into Monday, and same story into Tuesday. Today, though, was a little bit cooler day. We saw some 60s all over the area. 62 degrees here in town, 66 in Eagle River. But just around the corner, our neighbors in Tomahawk and Merrill, mid-70s outdoors. So a little bit cooler all over the state, below average all over than what we should be for this time of year. But folks, get ready. It is going to get hot the next several days. We did see a mixture of some clouds and sun, but now it really cleared up. We're looking at clear skies at the moment. Calm winds, and you know what that means, a combination for really chilly overnight temperatures. Our dew points are very comfortable in the 40s right now. Anything under 60 for a dew point is comfortable, and that is exactly what we are getting right now. But look at these winds, folks. We're pretty much at 0 miles per hour here in town. Antigo at a solid 5 to 6 miles per hour. Wausau, Mosinee, Stevens Point, same story. But overall, though, a 5 mile per hour breeze is a combination to really cool things off, that radiational cooling overnight. Check this out, 39 degrees as a low, folks, so get ready. It's going to be a chilly start to the morning. Jessica?
Mandatory evacuations are underway right now in parts of western Florida as Hurricane Idalia moves closer to the Sunshine State. The National Hurricane Center predicts it could become a Category 3 hurricane before slamming into Florida's Gulf Coast. The storm is expected to hit early Wednesday morning, but Florida is already feeling the impact. Gloria Pazmino is in Clearwater, Florida, with details on the storm and how residents are preparing.
Western Florida is bracing for a monster storm.
We are going to see hurricane force gusts in the wind and possibly some tornadoes.
Hurricane Idalia churning through the Gulf and gaining strength as it takes aim at the Sunshine State.
All that water pushes and has nowhere to go. So, it's going to be bad for a lot of folks.
The storm expected to bring heavy downpours and life-threatening winds of up to 150 miles per hour, capable of causing widespread damage.
It is going to be a significant impact to that region of Florida.
More than half the counties in Florida are under a state of emergency, and mandatory evacuations have been issued for several counties along the western coast.
That storm surge is just unbelievable. Please evacuate. They're about to run out of time.
Some areas along the Gulf Coast could see storm surge of up to 15 feet high, like Cedar Key, a coastal city about 130 miles north of Tampa and dead center of Hurricane Idalia's expected path. Several homes and businesses there are now boarded up.
A lot of older structures may have some issues standing up to the high winds and, of course, this tidal surge that we're really fearing.
Tampa International Airport has shut down and crews are securing boarding bridges. 5,500 members of the National Guard are standing by ready to help those in need.
Thank you, Gloria. A new rule for federally protected waters. Tuesday, the Environmental Protection Agency and U.S. Army slashed federally protected water by more than half. The move follows a Supreme Court decision in May that rolled back protections for U.S. wetlands. The rule will invalidate an earlier definition of what constitutes the so-called waters of the United States after the Supreme Court ruled Clean Water Act protections extend only to wetlands. It could impact up to 63% of U.S. wetlands by acreage and close to 5 million miles of dry stream beds, which only has water flowing through it during and immediately after rain events. The decision excluded wetlands and smaller tributaries from being protected as they had been for the last 45 years. That rule goes into effect immediately. The Wisconsin DNR is reminding boaters to wear a life jacket and stay alert this holiday weekend. This season, there have been 13 boating-related deaths. 12 of them were not wearing life jackets. The law requires one wearable and correctly sized life jacket available for each person on board. The DNR says alcohol use and poor decision-making are the two biggest contributing factors to boating-related deaths. Before going out on a boating trip, keep an eye on the weather and let someone know where you're going. Slow down if there's poor visibility or if you're boating on unfamiliar waterways. The former Eagle River Recreation Association treasurer appeared in Vilas County Court today. Anthony Brown is accused of financial fraud. He's charged with embezzling more than $70,000 worth of funds between 2015 and 2022. He's accused of doing so by using the association's debit cards in his control to make unauthorized purchases, including ones at local bars and grocery stores. Brown made his initial appearance in court today. Judge Martha Milanowski gave Brown 30 days to find an attorney. His next court appearance is currently set for October 2nd. Today, Wisconsin Assembly Republicans proposed a nearly $3 billion tax cut targeting the middle class. The tax cut would mean that taxes for individuals and couples in the third tax bracket would drop from 5.3% to 4.4%. The third tax bracket is between just under $27,000 and just over $300,000 for individuals, and between $37,000 and $405,000 for married couples. It's unclear whether Republicans in the Senate, which must also sign off on any tax cut, agree to the plan, according to the Associated Press. Still, the Assembly is moving ahead quickly with the plan, scheduling a public hearing for Wednesday. It's unclear whether Governor Evers would approve the cut if the plan makes it to his desk. 21 Kenosha residents are displaced after a fire destroyed an apartment complex. On Saturday, a 16-unit apartment building went up in flames. The Kenosha Fire Department says the fire started after a cigarette wasn't disposed of properly. The building is a total loss.
Obviously, words can't explain the devastation of it all. I mean, just to imagine what they're going through, I can't.
No one was injured, but about 48 hours, a pleasant surprise. Mia, a 12-year-old cat, was rescued. When paramedics arrive on a scene, they rely on equipment to help patients. But when equipment approaches the end of its lifespan, it can be expensive to replace. Newswatch 12's Nick Van Zyl visited a local ambulance provider to see what upgrades they have in the works.
Lincoln County EMS is getting upgrades, a $421,000 donation for equipment like this powered stair climber.
Lincoln County is very fortunate. We have a county-owned, county-wide ambulance service.
That service responds to about 2,000 calls a year, but that number is growing.
With the aging population, with increased needs in the community, it's not surprising that we continue to see those numbers climb.
On August 15th, the Lincoln County Board voted to accept a $421,000 donation from the Bierman Family Foundation to assist in purchasing new ambulance equipment.
Cardiac monitors, Lucas devices, devices, and powered stair chairs.
They are replacing aging units in both the Merrill and Tomahawk EMS divisions.
The cardiac monitors, the Lucas devices are kind of reaching their lifespan.
This isn't the first time the Bierman Family Foundation has donated to the Lincoln County EMS. Last year, they donated funds for new turnout gear for the Merrill Fire Department.
The various equipment and things that we have here at the Merrill Fire Department that make us very competitive across the state when it comes to the latest and greatest. And that wouldn't be possible without their continued support.
Support that the entire community is thankful for.
Giving our paramedics a couple extra tools now in the toolbox that they didn't have or don't have with the current equipment, once again, I think will be advantageous to the safety and health of the Merrill community, the Lincoln County community.
Reporting in Merrill, Nick Van Zyl, Newswatch 12.
Much needed upgrades. Thank you, Nick. Summer activities can be dangerous for kids. Coming up in tonight's edition of Feel Great Today, we'll hear how to keep your kids safe from common injuries. That's after Weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Carpet City. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today.
Carpet City, our prices will floor you.
Labor Day weekend at Crandon International Raceway is here. 3 huge days and nights of racing and entertainment. It's the biggest and most prestigious off-road race in the world. August 31st through September 3rd, the 54th Polaris Crandon World Championships. Get all the information for this incredible weekend of racing and camping at CrandonOffroad.com. See you at the Big House.
Hey, boss. Okay?
I said I'm fine.
See you in the morning. With the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it.
You can talk to me.
It's been really hard for me.
Welcome back, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Now we are clearing up. We did see some cloud cover earlier today, a mixture of clouds and sun. A little bit of a cooler day out there today, but now things are really clearing up and we are cooling down. We're actually going to really cool off to around 39 degrees overnight tonight. But take a look at this. Most of the central part of the United States, right about here, very clear, right? No signs of any rain, anything like that. Well, you guessed it. A high pressure system once again is building in the central part of the United States, kind of like a week and a half ago, where all those hot temperatures, near record high temperatures, start to move in. And that's what's going to happen in the next several days. Not tonight, of course, and not tomorrow. We're looking at chilly overnight lows right now. 51 degrees here in town, 49 in Eagle River, right by the UP. We're looking at around 50 degrees. Couple of lower 50s, even some upper 50s right there by Wausau, Mosinee. Look at Stevens Point, still at around 62 degrees right now. So not looking too bad. Besides, I'd say the Northwoods, obviously definitely cooling back off. But look at this trend. Wow, we're going to see 80s returning Friday into Saturday. And then by Sunday into Monday, near record high temperatures will be back. 90 degrees. That is very hot. Our average is around 75. So pretty much near record highs Sunday into Monday, folks. I know it's Labor Day weekend, a good time for it to be warm. I would rather want it to be around 80 than 30s outdoors. Water temperatures, though, are still mild. We're looking at some 60s. A buoy here is showing 49. That might be a little off, but 60s as water temperatures. that is pretty comfortable for this time of year. Good time to go outdoors, dip your toes in the water, maybe take a dive and enjoy the outdoors while it lasts, because fall is around the corner, folks. And look at these water temperatures off Chicago, 72, 71. So it is definitely very pleasant for now. Down south by Florida, water temperatures are extremely warm, well above average. They're in the 80s, especially right where the hurricane is at. That's why it is significantly intensifying. Look at this, the eye wall right there in the middle. All that heavy rain is starting to move in. So really, really strong hurricane that is continuing to develop. Look at that eye wall. I'm thinking by tomorrow morning, it's going to be a perfect circle as a ring. That's how you know it is a very, very strong hurricane. It's actually going to become a major hurricane category 3 or maybe even stronger. We'll keep an eye on it. But the next 24 hours is very critical as it makes landfall. It's going at around 18 miles per hour right now. That is pretty fast for a hurricane. So it is picking up some speed right now. And it is at 110 miles per hour at the moment. And it will continue to really intensify overnight tonight. Then it makes a curve down by Bermuda and then possibly going back around into Florida once again, folks. For us, it's going to be a chilly night. We're looking at mostly clear skies, maybe some frost in the area once again, and we're looking at upper 30s. Our 7-day outlook brought to you by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress does show really dry week ahead with temperatures warming back up into the 80s, possibly near record high temperatures Sunday into Monday. Jessica?
First heroin, then fentanyl, now even more powerful synthetics could fuel the U.S. opioid epidemic. They're called netizens and go by the street name Frankenstein. A new study posted in JAMA today shows they could be 10 times stronger than fentanyl. It says patients who overdose on Frankenstein opioids often require 2 or more doses of naloxone to survive. Fentanyl overdoses usually need just 1. Although the synthetics have been around for a while, researchers say providers need to be ready to encounter them more often. Wisconsin had one of the largest share of hospitals in the country to receive the highest possible quality ratings, according to a recent report. The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or CMS, recently released its overall hospital quality star ratings, which examines 46 measures across 5 categories. Only Utah, South Dakota, and Montana had a larger share of hospitals receiving 5-star ratings than Wisconsin, but of those states, Wisconsin had the most 5-star hospitals at 29. 38% of the Wisconsin hospitals CMS evaluated received the highest possible rating. That's more than double the national average of 16%. Fun in the sun can lead to falls, bruises, and breaks. In tonight's edition of Feel Great Today, we'll discuss the common summer injuries for kids and how to protect them.
Feel Great Today with Jessica Jukic.
It's hard to keep our kids safe even in our living rooms. Once we get outdoors, we're beyond zone defense.
Dr. Rick Mayer is an emergency physician at Aspirus Rhinelander in Tomahawk. He says during the summer they see a lot of falls, breaks, and water-related injuries.
Especially when you got a handful of kids at the lake playing together, and then you turn aside for conversation. You got to just make sure that at least a couple of your parents at the gathering there are on watch duty. Somebody's got to be on patrol, so to speak.
Dr. Mayer says over the years he's cared for children with skull fractures and brain injuries after a bicycle accident. The CDC says every year nearly 1,000 bicyclists die and more than 130,000 people are injured in bicycle accidents. Dr. Mayer says the best way to protect yourself is by wearing a helmet.
Head injuries are just devastating in our kids. Bike helmets are the only way to protect your noggin when you fall. You never know when you're going to wipe out on a little bit of sloppy gravel, or a car comes at you, or up here a deer runs out or something like that. Enjoy Mother Nature, enjoy the outdoors, but rest assured that dangers are there.
Thank you, Dr. Mayer. He also says parents should make sure children wear sunscreen and stay hydrated while spending time outside. In 2 weeks, we'll discuss back-to-school nutrition and tips on how to prepare nutrient-dense meals. Coming up, the first Great Northern Conference boys soccer game kicked off tonight. Drew Chelly will have the highlights after the break.
Birchfield Nurseries of Rhinelander has been servicing northern Wisconsin since 1950. Birchfield Nurseries grows all of their own plants, and you will always find healthy, hardy, and well-maintained plants. Let their experienced staff answer any of your landscaping questions. They also handle shredded bark mulch, compost, and topsoil. For all your lawn care needs, they carry sod, premium gas seed, and lawn fertilizer. Consider one of the professional landscape crews to do the work for you. If you want experience with quality, call Birchfield Nurseries.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home's exterior. Patriot Lighting is available in so many unique styles and finishes, you're sure to find a look that's right for you. With more than 300 stock lights priced under $100. Pick up this Treehouse Outdoor Wall Light for $21.97 after 11% rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Oh, boy, would you look at that field goal he kicked right there. That looks fantastic. Boy, it looks like you need to stop at Tomahawk Furniture and Guns. Furniture and Guns? Yeah, they've got everything you need at great prices. Recliners, sofas, mattresses, and guns.
What would you do? How far would you go? To get to Schindelholtz Dental.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll bring you back in time with this month's edition of Connecting the Dots.
Always love that series. Always fun to hear what Carrie Bladorn has to say. Some nice weather on the way, too, as it starts to heat up yet again. More when you tune in on your Wednesday.
Great Northern Conference boys soccer play got underway tonight. Medford visited Rhinelander looking for retribution for how their 2022 season ended. The two teams played 3 times last season. Medford won both regular season matchups en route to a conference championship. Rhinelander got the last laugh in the postseason as they eliminated Medford in the sectional semifinals en route to the state semifinals. The two rivals battled tonight at Mike Webster Stadium. Raiders on the road looking to take down the Hodags. First half, Rhinelander corner kick sent into the box, but the header is going to sail just high. Later in the first half, Michael Mayer going to get tripped up in the box, and this would result in a penalty kick for Medford. The PK, however, is going to be saved by Barack Rapley, and it was a big save. Rhinelander would go on to win this one 1-0. In other areas, soccer scores. Lakeland Union improved to 3-0 as they rallied in the second half to defeat Northern Pines 2-1. Brett Peterson scored the goal to tie the game. Yaroslav Mishushin scored the winner for Lakeland. It was a tough evening on the road for Three Lakes as they were taking on Columbus Catholic. The Blue Jays were shut out in this one by a final score of 4-0. After winning their 9th straight game on Monday night, the Brewers were looking to make it double digits with aces Corbin Burns and Justin Steele on the mound. This one was bound to be a pitcher's duel.
2 wins.
Wrigley Field in Chicago, the site of this one. We pick it up in the bottom of the first. Cody Bellinger, ground ball over to second base. That would bring in the game's first run, and that run would wind up being very important. Second inning now, Corbin Burns, he is going to start going to work. He is going to get Jaime Candelario to swing right over a nasty changeup. The next batter for the Cubs is going to be Christopher Morrow, and Burns is going to get him to chase the slider way out of the strike zone. He pitched well in this one. Now we're going to go over to Justin Steele of the Cubs, 5th inning, and he is going to get Christian Yelich swinging at a slider low and away. He was cruising. We're going to move forward to the 6th inning now. Steele going to get Willie Adames swinging at a cutter at the top of the strike zone. Later in the inning, Joey Weimer goes down swinging. 1 run is the difference in this one. Cubs win it 1-0. We will be right back after the break.
The new 2023 GMC Sierra AT4X is equipped to conquer the great outdoors. Or the great indoors. Welcome to the peak of premium off-roading. Or get 0.9% APR from 2023 Sierra Denali 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models. Plus, get $2,500 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Carrie from Wittenberg. I lost over 100 pounds and 68 inches. I know the secret. Prior to starting this program, I suffered with chronic migraines, lots of joint aches and pains, didn't have the energy to be the mom that I needed to be. My energy level's back, my confidence is back. I would definitely recommend this program to anyone looking for a change.
For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
At Big Valley Ford, we know that car buying is more than just a transaction. It's an experience, and we're here to make it a great one. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through finding the right vehicle to fit your needs and budget. Big Valley Ford is passionate about every vehicle that enters our service center, and our team of technicians are here to help you with all of your service needs. Stop into Big Valley in Ewan, Michigan, and experience a Big Valley difference.
At Northwoods Furniture and Mattress, we're celebrating 16 years of helping you make your home your own with furniture and mattresses you love. We carry top brands, La-Z-Boy, Flex Steel, Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, and more. We also offer the area's largest selection of Amish-built furniture. Most items are in stock and available for express delivery. Personalize your home with a variety of unique lamps, wall art, accents, and area rugs. Visit our 2 family-owned furniture stores in Eagle River for exceptional selections, service, and savings.
It can be difficult to maintain a nonprofit organization, but with community help and support, that process can be easier. Sunshine for Humanity is located in Eagle River, and it's the only homeless shelter in Vilas County. The shelter recently received an anonymous $20,000 donation. It's been providing people with a home since 2008.
We take males, females, children. We've had mothers who are pregnant. We've had babies here all the way up into the 80s. We've had people that stayed here.
The donation will go towards increasing the size of the shelter to provide more housing for more people.
We don't have enough room right now. We don't have enough beds for people, enough to house them. And we have a waiting list to come here. So when a bed opens up, immediately is full. This way, when we have more beds, we'll be able to house more people.
The construction of the new portion of the building will begin in spring 2024. The shelter also has set up a fundraiser for anyone who would like to donate. A blast from the past that includes explosions, bank robbers, and even aliens. One Eagle River resident has been researching and leading Twisted History tours every summer for 8 years. Isabella Lisco has the details.
When aliens landed in Eagle River, they brought pancakes.
From the second I tell that story, they just run up to me and they are telling me all their theories. And I mean, that to me is like the wildest thing.
Lizzie Lumley has been leading Eagle River Twisted History tours, covering everything from extraterrestrials to gangsters.
I love that I'm able to tell the history of Eagle River and actually get people excited about the town.
People of all ages.
One of my best moments was when I had some teenagers who were on their phones, and then halfway through my tour, they put their phones away, and I was like, score, I entertained some teenagers.
One day, among these tour attendees, Lizzie says she met a descendant of the first white man born in the area.
And they were like, oh my goodness, that's our great-great-grandfather. And so I just thought that was really neat.
Others offered tidbits to add to the tour. Whether the tidbits contain truth is up to Lizzie to verify.
If I can't substantiate it, then it's not going to go in the tour.
A tour which benefits the whole area, with Lizzie handing out maps of local businesses.
So that's really what it is to foster a love of Eagle River and to keep people coming up here.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more,
can't become.
And bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get $7,500 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college. Flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Lane's Farm and Fleet's Labor Day sale is going on now, featuring unbeatable deals on fall essentials for your home, work, and vehicles. Like all Skechers footwear, buy one, get one half price. Save 20% on Carhartt denim pants for the whole family. And these Blaine's brand candies, 3 for $6. Plus, when your car's in the shop, get 10% off in-store purchases with $100 or more spent on tire and auto service. Tires and batteries, trust and care. A Blaine's Farm and Fleet promise since 1955.
For over 100 years, Sterling Optical has helped stylish people stay that way. But we don't think high style should have a high price. Because when we offer a complete pair of eyeglasses for $99, we're talking brands you love at a price you won't find anywhere else. $99 for a complete pair of designer eyeglasses. Just one more reason people keep coming back to Sterling Optical for all their vision needs. Book your appointment today. Sterling Optical, always in style.
Builder Service. We are your hometown hardware store. Plumbing, electrical, paint, automotive, keys, tools, lawn and garden. We're more than just a lumberyard. Highway 45 in Elko.
Well, a 106-year-old woman celebrated her birthday in style after doubling her winnings at a casino. Sarah Peterson made the trip to Potawatomi Casino in Milwaukee last week to celebrate her birthday. On her birthday, she won a $1,000 jackpot. Then a few days later, she won again, doubling her winnings. That's awesome. What a great birthday gift. Have you guys ever won big at a casino?
There's been some wins, there's been some losses, but I think that's everybody. If you think you're going to walk into a casino and win every time,
yeah.
I know.
You're in for a rude awakening.
Blackjack?
Blackjack, yeah.
Blackjack. Okay,
Blackjack, the roulette wheel.
Same here. Yeah, I actually had my whole trip paid out for free with blackjack.
Wow.
So
yeah, I need to learn the card game.
Because you're going to Vegas, right?
Hopefully, yes.
Okay, hopefully, yeah. We'll teach you. We got
we'll get you prepped.
Yes. We're talking a little bit about weather, guys. Vegas is dry, and we're going to be dry the next several days. But look at these temperatures. We're looking 80s and 90s returning by the weekend, right in time for Labor Day, right?
Can't wait. Thank you, Conrad. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Save 11% on everything now at Menards. Get the comfort and support you'd expect from a new mattress with Serta. Find the perfect mattress that fits your size and firmness needs. A Serta mattress in a box is compact and easy to transport, making it perfect for students heading back to school. Just unpack and unroll for an easy and convenient setup. Right now, Serta gel memory foam mattresses are starting at $289.95 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I've got home internet from T-Mobile. It only costs $50 at T-Mobile. Just one cord to set up. Say goodbye to that truck. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful peaceful day. They won't raise your rates at T-Mobile. You'll get a great deal every day.
Home internet from T-Mobile, just $50 a month.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun. During the final days, get Flex Buy on an F-150 and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 50